Now that we've taken a look at access and the laws related to that access, let's look at some future directions of curriculum enhancement. One area that Eddie Byrne discussed was the use of Web 2.0 tools to address student learning needs. Web 2.0 basically stands for user-centered or created content on the web. In the past, in Web 1.0, we really interacted with the internet as a read-only basis. We would read information, but there were a small group of people who actually created content on the web and produced that content. Now with Web 2.0, anybody can basically create content and post it on the web. You can do this through the use of blogs, wikis, social networks, social bookmarking, and even podcasts, just like what you're watching today. I'm just a general internet user, but I'm able to create and produce content and share it on the World Wide Web. There are several professional uses that you can consider when using Web 2.0. For example, Classroom 2.0 is a website set up for educators that allows them to network with other educators across the country. This site includes groups of people with similar interests sharing information. For example, we can take a look here at the forums. We have everything from a discussion forum on Tech Club for elementary kids to how to use graphing calculators in the classroom. Let's see what else we've got down here. Homebound video conferencing. Okay, that sounds pretty familiar to a need that we may encounter in special education. So that's a good use of a social network, a good example of what a social network would look like for educators when you talk about professional use. Social bookmarking is another common tool that educators use to share information. For example, I use a tool called Delicious. Okay, it's at delicious.com. And what this does is I store all my internet bookmarks online. In the past, I might come across a website that I found useful. I'd bookmark it on my computer, but I could only access it when I was on that particular computer. Now what I can do is I bookmark the internet sites that I come across that I want to return to. I tag them. You'll notice here on this first one, it's a YouTube video. I've tagged it with the words training and graphic organizer. And then this allows me to return to that link at any time from any computer. It also lets me share those resources with anyone who has internet access. They can also view my bookmarks, and I can view their bookmarks. So, for example, I share bookmarks with educators from across the country, and it helps me stay up to date on resources. They may come across something interesting that I would find helpful, and I can view that by looking at their bookmarks. Blogs is another tool that you can use to stay up to date. For example, Google Reader is an RSS feed reader, and what it does is it pulls all the blogs that I'm interested in reading into one location where I can read them on a daily basis. The use of blogs allows anyone to become a publisher on the web. For example, the blog post that you see here by Kevin Jarrett. Kevin is an educator on the East Coast, always has lots of great information to share on the technology that he uses in his classroom. And what this allows me to do is to read periodically on what Kevin is doing and what kind of technology he's using in his classroom. Additionally, I can read information ranging from assistive technology resources. You can see here one on an assistive technology blog, or even different funding opportunities. Okay? So this allows me to stay up to date with content that just your general educator is posting on the web.